Still in local news, construction work on a standing Buddha statue at the Sri Sankalpa Vihara in Sankalpagama Makandana in Piliyandala commenced today. The construction of the statue is part of the Sasunata Aruna program.
Deputy Leader of the UNP, Sajith Premadasa, Parliamentarian Karu Jayasuriya and Minister Gamini Lokuge participated at the event. Construction of the Dana Hall and Bhikkhu quarters also commenced today.
දේශපාලන වශයෙන් ගත්තාම මට සිද්ධ වුණා එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයේ മന്ത്രിවරයා හැටියට.
Today, because of political needs, I was made to cross over to the government when I was a UNP parliamentarian. We and Karu Jayasuriya joined the government with one goal. We did not forget the party faithful who helped us. We worked tirelessly as a party and decided to assist in the war. But when the leader of the UNP paid us no heed, we decided it was more important to win the war than to make the UNP victorious. If the UNP had rendered this assistance at that time, then there may be a UNP government today.
මේ යුද්ධය අවසන් කරන එක වැදගත් කියලා. එදා එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂය මේ උදව්ව කරා නම් අද සමහරලාට එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂය ආණ්ඩුවක් පිහිටවන්නත් තිබුණා.
මම විශේෂයෙන්ම සඳහන් කරන්න ඕන අපේ සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස නියෝජ්‍ය නායකතුමා ගැනත්. මොකද එතුමා
I have to make special mention of the deputy leader of our party. He is a leader who has earned the respect of most people in the country. The people love him and have large expectations of him. Therefore, we are glad that a person like this has come forward to resolve the problems of this country, to develop this country and to make justice and fairness king in this country. We need a good generation of youth to do this. Therefore, I am happy about the sacrifice he has made to develop this temple.
මේන යුක්තිය සාධාරණ රජයේ සමාජයක් ඇති කරන්න අපිට හොඳ තරුණ පරපුරක් අවශ්‍යයි. ඒ නිසා මම සන්තෝෂ වෙනවාද එතුමා විසිනුත් විශාල පරිත්‍යාගයක් කරලා තියෙනවා මේ ව්‍යවස්ථානයේ දියුණුව සඳහා.
දැන් යුද ජයග්‍රහණය ලැබපු ශ්‍රී ලංකාව තුල අමතක කරන්න එපා. අපිට තවත් යුද්ධ ගණනාවක් තියෙනවා ජයග්‍රහණය කරන්න.
We must not forget in Sri Lanka that although the war has been won, several wars are yet to be won. As I am speaking here, there are 1.5 million families in this country without a house to call their own. While the richest 20% in the country lay claim to 53% of the national income, the poorest 20% only have 4%. We have to win the war against social inequality. At the same time, winning the war does not grant a license to steal the resources of this country. It is not a license for state resources to be abused. If 1,000 rupees are being allocated for the job which takes 1 rupee, remember the future generation will have to pay for it. 250,000 rupees were donated to the temple for construction activity today under the Sasunata Aruna program. Meanwhile, a plot of land valued at 60 million rupees in the Kaduwela area belonging to Indra Rodrigo Munasinghe was gifted to Sajith Premadasa, of which he donated a part of the land to the Sri Sankalpa Vihara. The decision arrived at by the Central Province Education Secretary to improve administration at the Maha Kengalla Primary School in Kengalla continues to be forcibly obstructed. The provincial education authorities assigned 2 first-grade principals to this school, which only offers education from year 1 to year 5, while several unqualified persons are being appointed principals of other schools in the province, which require graded principals. When the first-grade principal of this school retired a month ago, the duties of principal fell to the other first-grade principal. The provincial education authorities allowed this to happen along with this first-grade principal rejecting various attempts made to assign her to a school in accordance with her qualifications. Action TV revealed last Wednesday that this official also failed to participate in interviews held in October to select a principal for the school. Action TV revealed that she was also preventing the deputy principal of the school, who passed the interview and was granted a letter of appointment, from taking over the duties of principal, the position which she has forcibly occupied. As a result of the failure of zonal or provincial education authorities to take any action in this regard, it is not only the appointed principal who has been inconvenienced. Parents of children who passed the interviews for admittance to grade 1 at this school this year but have not yet been granted admittance have been prohibited from entering the school to make inquiries. A sum of between 5,000 and 35,000 rupees is being charged. Children who do not reside here, who have no land here, have been taken for the money. I brought a letter from the zonal office and the zonal office stamped it, saying that children who live here must definitely be granted admittance. The letter was submitted, but when they received it, they said that they would accept the letter and transfer it to the dustbin.
We also studied here and we don't have any other school. My child was not taken even though the child had a score of 90. Other children at my child's Montessori who scored 90 have been granted admittance. So I think an injustice has been done to my child.
Will the letter of appointment for the properly appointed principal be enacted only after the person who is forcibly holding on to that position tampers with the process of grade 1 admittance to her whim and fancy? Central Province Secretary of Education, once again, over to you.
The names of 15 volunteers who were nominated for V Awards were announced on the 5th of last month at an event held at Stein Studios in Ratmalana. On the 21st of January, the winners of V Awards will be announced. From today, we will bring you the 15 who were selected from among thousands for the final round of the V Awards. V Awards are presented to those who are engaged in voluntary service. A latest survey has revealed that 88% of low-income earners in Sri Lanka use mobile phones. The survey also reveals that 62% out of the 88% do not use mobile phones in a proper manner.
Learn Asia carried out a survey on the use of information communication technology amongst those who earn less than $2 a day. The survey was conducted based on 6 countries, namely India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand and Sri Lanka. Accordingly, it was revealed that a majority of low-income earners use mobile phones for ICT purposes. It also reveals that 49% of them have their own mobile phones.
One of the key areas that we asked questions was whether people use this technology to either make money or save money. And we asked the question, do you use this phone at least once a day or once a week for some business or commercial or instrumental purpose? And 62% of the Sri Lankan sample said that they don't at all, not once a month, not once a week, at all. So I think unless we get this changed, the telephone, it will continue to be something that takes money out of people's pockets rather than puts money in their pockets.
Several programs have commenced parallel to the Dayata Kirula National Development Exhibition. This year the exhibition is taking place in Oyamaduwa, Anuradhapura.
A special mobile service with the participation of numerous state institutions commenced today in line with the Dayata Kirula exhibition. News First was the media sponsor of the program, which was held at the Gamanu Mahavidyalaya in Kuda Nelubawa, Nachaduwa. News First always provides something new to the public. We are thankful to News First for coming to this rural area and providing your support to these people. A group of invitees, including Minister Ranjit Siambalapitiya, participated at the event. Meanwhile, a program to establish computer centres at 100 schools in the Anuradhapura district was held at the Anuradhapura Education Development Centre.
Well, today is the final day of the Thomian Mela 2012 Education and Trade Fair. The event is being held to mark the 168th anniversary of St. Thomas's Boys' School in Mathura. News First is the electronic media sponsor.
The Thomian Mela 2012 commenced today under the auspices of parliamentarian Sanat Jayasuriya. TB Nadima Hansani was selected from amongst hundreds of youngsters who participated in the screen test conducted by News First, enjoyed a novel experience today. A resident of Deundara, Nadima is a past pupil of Nilvala Model School in Mathura, Mahamaya College and Sujata Balika Vidyalaya. Nadima, who was undeterred by the bitter memories of her house destroyed by the tsunami, excelled at the recently held advanced level examination by obtaining 2 A passes and a B pass.
We let her take part in anything.
Today, Nadima Hansani had the opportunity to present a live at 55 news bulletin and showcase her talents to the entire country.
පාලන ආයතන 50 කිටුම්පත සම්බන්ධයෙන් මේ දිනවල විවිධ අදහස් පළවනවා.
I had no idea until this morning that I would be given the opportunity to become a newsreader.